everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am doing a buy or not to buy, because that is simply the question every time I do one of these type of videos. So I go through all the up and coming releases, or a couple of things that have been out already that I might pick up, that or I don't want to pick up, and I just slightly want to kind of like criticize. I want to apologize for my voice. I'm a bit under the weather at the moment, and I just really wanted to film something because I just needed something to do. So I apologize if you can't hear my voice properly. The makeup that I did is a full face to be perfect, but I did it for more like my TikTok and reels and stuff like that. So make sure you follow me on all my social medias, because I'll be posting it on there. So I have a selection of things from, I think it's from Trend Mood and from Point Click, I think they're called. I'll put up their social media on the screen because they're very well known. Obviously a lot of people on Instagram and stuff know them, and I'm going to be talking about a mixture of Halloween and Christmas things, because Christmas is coming up but Halloween is first for me. So the first thing that I want to talk about is neither of those things. So this is a new lipstick by Rare Beauty. So they've come out with their Devoted matte lipstick, not liquid lipstick, their matte lipstick. I've already ordered this because it's the most stunning red I've ever seen. Like, I love Rare Beauty. Like, their stuff for me is just getting better and better, and I think this item is not available in the UK, hence why I've ordered it. It's $20, but I had to pay for shipping, and that was like $12 on top, so it was like £33, because I think it transferred into like £21 over dollars. Make any sense? But this is quite amazing because all the money will go to the Rare Beauty Fund, like the foundation, which is there to help young people with their mental health issues, which is amazing because as someone who has grown up and currently has a lot of mental health issues, something like this is amazing for people who might not have easy access to, you know, mental health clinics and stuff like that, especially in America where everything is super expensive and having to get help will cost you thousands of dollars. So yeah, this is out now. I know, and I really wanted to order a couple of other things on their website, but it was getting too expensive, so that's the only thing I picked up. But yeah, it's really, really cute, and I look forward to getting it. The next thing, which is kind of already out, and it's the Hourglass kind of ambient light edition. So the one thing that I want from this is the jellyfish palette because of the packaging. I'm a big fan of jellyfish. They are probably one of my favorite sea creatures because they are just so beautiful and elegant, and even my phone wallpaper is of a jellyfish that I went to see at the Sea Life in London, because I just love jellyfish. They're amazing. The only problem is that these palettes are like £80-90, and I never in my life have ever spent that much money on something. So as much as I want this, I'm definitely not picking it up because I can't afford it, and as much as I would like to, I might just wait to see if there's any ones toward like next year, like all the reduced to clear ones, even though I don't think they ever do them. But I like the look of this, even though the other ones look exactly the same. Like, I really feel like there's not a much difference in any of the palettes. Like, I like the packaging for the owl. I love owls as well. There's the serpent, or like a snake or whatever, and then a leopard. So yeah, they're all really cute. I think they all look exactly the same, which is a bit disappointing for those who probably have deeper skin tones, and I have seen in the past that Hourglass do not really cater to those with deeper skin tones. I mean, I've only ever tried one thing by Hourglass, and that was a concealer, but it was literally this big and it was like £13. So that's kind of as far as I would go with my comments on Hourglass. The next thing is, so when I was talking about Christmas and Halloween, it's in no order. I've literally just taken pictures of things that I want to talk about, so I apologize if this is all over the place because my brain is all over the place as well. So NYX Professional Makeup have released images for their Christmas collection, but also their Halloween collection as well. So I'm so excited because a lot of their stuff is still like the same versions of something, but it's like new colors and stuff like that. So for Christmas, I think they have this massive wheel. it reminds me of a piñata when you hit it and things just fall from the bottom. And I've kind of seen people review in the past that their advent calendars are not the best, so I'm intrigued to see what they bring out this year. But I like the SFX kind of jumbo pencils, like those look really, really nice, and there's about 7 different shades. And I know that the NYX Professional Makeup are doing like a collaboration with Universal Monsters, which I'm so excited about because I'm such a big fan of Universal Monsters. So I had to pause because I thought I was going to sneeze. My sneezes come every so often. But yeah, I've seen a couple of things that on their social media, which I'm so excited about because, yeah, like I mentioned, Universal Monsters is one of my favourite things in the whole world, especially movies. The movies are just so special in my heart. But, and obviously Halloween is the best time of the year. But for Christmas, they've got a couple of butter glosses and a couple of eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that, which are very like Christmas themed. And the palette itself is probably not up my street because there's a couple of pinks in there, but obviously someone will buy it. A lot of people probably will buy it because their stuff is very successful. So moving on to something so random by Catrice, but they're releasing a Winnie the Pooh collection. So I love Catrice. Their makeup is very like underrated for the price that they are. Like, I think you can get a palette and stuff like that for like, pretty much they're all under like £10, and they're basically a sister brand of Essence. So we know Essence are, again, another very, very affordable brand. And with this Winnie the Pooh collection, they have 3 or 4 eyeshadow palettes, tons of lip products, a couple of like face products like powders and highlighters and lip products and stuff like that. And I really, really like it. I mean, I'm not gonna rush out and get it, only if I can find it, because Catrice is a bit difficult to buy in the UK. I buy them on Just My Look, which is where I buy all my Essence stuff as well. But again, they don't get all the collections, and I know that this is a European brand, but I really don't know where to get it from. So if anyone knows where I could buy Catrice from, please let me know. Obviously, apart from Just My Look, because I buy from them regularly as much as I can. But I really like the theming around everything, because Winnie the Pooh is not something that I am a big fan of, but I used to have a little Winnie the Pooh plushie when I was really young, and I used to sleep with it in the night time because it was just my comfort toy. But yeah, I like the packaging, the ideas of the stuff are great. Yeah, so that's something that I will potentially get if I can find it. I mean, the eyeshadow palette is very, very nice. So yeah, that's something that is a maybe. But also talking about Essence, they're coming out with a Mickey Mouse collection. So everyone and their mother's doing like Disney collaborations. I think Disney as like a brand is everywhere. Like, you simply cannot escape Disney, and why would you want to, in my opinion? Like, I love Disney so much. I went for the first time last year, like, to Disneyland Paris, and it was a dream come true, and I'm really hoping I get to go again very soon or in the future. We can keep our fingers crossed. But this collection is, again, quite similar to maybe some of the Catrice stuff. There's 3 eyeshadow palettes, there's a couple of lip products, and there's a lot of products that they already have, but they've added a Disney packaging. Like, they have hydro under eye patches, which are like, I think there's about 10 maybe in there, and it's just got a Minnie Mouse on there. So I mean, all they've done is just added packaging to some different things. Their cream blushes look really, really nice. Also, their eyeshadow palettes do look quite nice. I don't know how they'll be pigmented, because I mean, Essence do really great makeup, but I think the eyeshadow palettes are probably not top of the range because they are very affordable. I mean, Essence and Catrice are, I mean, Essence I think is more affordable, but then that doesn't mean to say that their quality is still not good. But again, the eyeshadow palettes can sometimes be a bit patchy. But again, I have the same issue that I have with Catrice, that if I can't find it, then I can't buy it. But I really want to get maybe one of the eyeshadow palettes to see what it's like, because there's 3 that I mentioned, and I really like, there's like a kind of reddish one which has got a Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck on there, which I find like the cutest thing ever. So if I can find it, I will pick it up. So next, Revolution are coming out with another of their DC collections. I've already seen this collection come out. So in Boots, they have like a little stand, and they have the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, some of the collection out already, which I was very surprised about, because I mentioned this before on my channel, but Boots tend to have Revolution products really early, before they've even been like announced or that they've been put on the Revolution website, which I find a bit strange. But I guess if it's just like an exclusive or something like that, which ends up being that the product will be on their website eventually. But I know I've mentioned previously that I made like a TikTok, so I was in the Boots, and I did a quick video on it, because I was actually quite shocked that that this stuff was out already. But this collection looks okay. I don't think it's like the most amazing collection. Like the DC stuff they've had before, I thought was decent. Like they've done a whole Batman collection, and then they did like a Suicide Squad one and stuff like that. But this is just based on Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and I really like the art style on this, because it's like the original version of Harley Quinn, which I really love, which is like my favorite version, because I'm a big fan of her as a character. In the movies, not so much, no offense to Margot Robbie, but I really don't think she kind of is the same type of Harley Quinn as she is in the cartoons. But that's just my own opinion, obviously. But I do like the eyeshadow palette, is quite cute, the Harley Quinn one, although the Poison Ivy one is obviously green and has a couple of red tones in there, which doesn't need to be added. Like it didn't need to add the red. But the Harley Quinn one I do quite like, and I like the shadow stick, so I might pick up the shadow stick if I see it. The beauty sponge is interesting, because it's just half black and half red because of Harley Quinn, which is fine. They have face gems and brushes and, you know, makeup bags, so it's all the usual stuff that Revolution come out with. But yeah, I might pick up one or two things. It's not a collection where I'm gonna rush out to get it, because I haven't seen anyone kind of review it or kind of really mention anything about it, so we shall see. Next, talking of Revolution, they're coming out with some weird shit. I mean, I don't know, they're coming out with every license. I did see on their website that they're coming out with a Willy Wonka collection. Like, how original. I mean, everything now that they release is a collaboration with a movie or something like this, or a TV show, and it's getting a little bit boring. Like, I kind of like to see stuff that they bring out, or maybe that doesn't sell, so that's why they're doing so many collaborations. But they're coming out with an Emily in Paris. I've never watched this show, so I have no idea what it's about, if it's good, if it's rubbish. It doesn't really interest me. I know a lot of people have said it's great, it's fun, that's cool, but I mean, this is a collection I won't be picking up because I know nothing about it. But they've got an Emily in Paris advent calendar, which is okay, sure. I mean, it comes with I think it comes with like 12 products. And I mean, for an advent calendar, especially for Christmas, like at least do 25 or 24 or whatever. But I guess they probably couldn't think of enough products to maybe do. But they also did, where am I going? Yeah, they came out with a couple of other things as well. So they've come out with a beauty sponge, a couple of eyeshadow palettes, which is shaped like the Eiffel Tower. Wow. Okay, and just a couple of other things, but again, it doesn't really interest me, so I will be not picking up any of that. Next, we're going to talk about a Christmas collection. So Pat McGrath has announced her Christmas collection, and it is the same stuff again as per usual. So I mean, I really like the look of these big palettes where you get 2 blushes and you get 9 eyeshadows. The thing is, of course, these are going to be really expensive because it's Pat McGrath and all her stuff. As nice as it can be, for me personally, I really don't want to be spending £200 on like one palette that might not work for me. The mini palettes are nice, the mini kind of blush palettes are also nice, but again, I have like 3 or 4 Pat McGrath palettes, which are great. I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, they're my favourite palettes of all time, but they're still decent. And also they came out with some mascaras. I think they're coloured mascaras, which looks quite nice, but again, not up my street. So next we have more Revolution, and this is a Christmas collection, and they're coming out with a Shrek collection, which is I find very funny because Shrek is turned into just a meme. I remember seeing Shrek in the cinema when I was in secondary school. I think I was in like sixth form or something, and we went to see it, and I was like, okay, this movie is a lot of fun. But now, like, how many years later, like 20 years later, I think it's still just such a big meme, because obviously people just are rediscovering it or discovering it for the first time. But I just find the whole hype around it now is just really strange but funny. But they've come out, yeah, with a Christmas collection, which I find very strange. You have an advent calendar, which is like the gingerbread man, which is, I guess, quite funny because the tin is shaped out like a gingerbread, like the gingerbread man, but you've got these little boxes that are like really awkwardly shaped. And I think that, again, there might be like 12 in there, I'm not too sure. They've come out with a lip kit for the gingerbread man. They've come out with like a little bundle with Shrek and Fiona. They've come out with some hairbands, which is like Shrek and then also Donkey. So you can have a hairband that has like a donkey ears and stuff. Okay, that's cute. I mean, again, it's not up my street. As much as I loved Shrek when I was young, and I do like Shrek still, I just don't get this whole hype around Shrek now. And there's another thing by Revolution that I wanted to talk about, my little pictures. But yeah, they've finally come out with their bright light face glow, which is basically, they're late to the party, but their rendition of the Charlotte Tilbury like flawless filter. I think it's about £12, but this is a lit from within skin multi-use glow boosting skin tint. So yeah, this is like another one of those those flawless filter picture products, and I did see someone use it on their social media today, and it does look nice. I mean, I will pick it up because I want to know what it's like, but I'm in like no rush for it because it's not something that I need. I mean, I don't need makeup, but as in like it's not something that is original, but I will pick it up in the future. So the next thing is, then there's one more thing that I want to talk about, which is already out, but it's the She Glam Cosmic Come Up, is that what it's called, collection. So I really want this eyeshadow palette, and they've even said on their social media it's available. I cannot find it on the She Glam website. I don't know if it's like deliberately not coming up for me or I'm not looking in the right place. All I can see on there is the bundle, which is actually like £30, which is quite decent because you get eyeshadow palette, you get funky glasses, you get 2 of the lip sets, you get 4 eyeliners, you get the highlighter and the beauty sponge. And I really like the look of this collection. I'm really into like sci-fi and aliens at the moment because I've been watching so much of X-Files, and that is like one of the most amazing shows ever created on this earth, and I'm just in my alien mode and I really want to get this, but I just want the eyeshadow palette and I can't find it on the website. I don't know if it's sold out or something. I keep on checking because I really want it, but then I also like the lips, like the lipsticks as well, because that green is stunning. And yeah, I really want to get this. So if I can't find the palette, I might pick up the whole collection. We'll see if I'm in that kind of mood of treating myself that much. But that is no, there's one more thing. I'm so sorry, one more thing just creeped up. Too Faced, they're coming out, they've announced their Christmas collection. I think they announced this a few weeks ago, but of course I haven't done this type of video, and this collection is so boring. It is their mini popcorn balls, mini popcorn balls eyeshadow palette. Is that real? Popcorn balls, I will have to double check that because I don't know if that's real. Let It Snow makeup collection, Pop the Cork makeup set, mini plump and go, sexy lips and lashes. So there's nothing actually new that they're coming out with. It's just that the eyeshadow palettes are new, like the selection is new. And I've always heard that their kind of Christmas collection formula isn't as good as the standard formula. And to be honest, I don't buy anything from their Christmas collections anyway, unless it's probably like dirt cheap or something, or if I can get it on a discount. But I mean, the last thing that I bought from from Too Faced was their lip injection liquid lipstick, which I really like, and it actually plumped up my lips and hurt. But this collection is really boring, and for a Christmas collection you would expect a brand to go all out, but I think over the years they've just been going a little bit downhill, but not to end on a bitter note. But that's everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. I will probably do another one soon. I say that and I know I won't, but I mean, other brands probably are going to be bringing out their Christmas stuff, and as much as I don't celebrate Christmas and it's not really anything for me, I will be obviously talking about it in case people want to know what's coming out, and you know, they don't have, I don't know, if you have social media, it'll be on there. But let me know if you want me to continue doing these type of videos, because I do quite enjoy doing them and just chatting a load of rubbish. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. Thank you for listening through my flu voice and listening to me ramble on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.